Hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Racing Line for a brand new video here on the channel. It's circuit guide time. It's week 4 in the Toyota GR86 Fixed Cup, and we are here at the new circuit Magny-Cours. Happy New Year to everyone. Sorry if I sound a little bit ropey. The date and time is set to the 15th of March 2023 at 1:35 in the afternoon. To match the official race time sent out on the season PDF, although I believe they've changed the setup from this guide now. These guides were done with the baseline setup for pretty much most of the season already, and I think it's now changed to a fixed setup, a sprint setup or something, so be aware of that. But it should, driving the circuit should relatively be the same format as before. Breakdown lap followed by full speed uninterrupted lap followed by an offboard lap, and as usual it's filmed before the week has begun, so it's difficult to compare lap times, but let's see if we can help you find some time around this quite big but extremely fun Magny-Cours. Blimey, what a fun circuit. Here we go. Use all the track on the exit, keep 2 wheels on the red and white curbs and you won't get a 1x. Flat out through turn 1 in 4th gear, get over to the left hand side, and your first braking zone is the green triangle on the left hand side of the pit exit. You're going to brake in a straight line from 4th into 3rd gear. Careful, the car can get a little light and twitchy through here, as you can see with the steering wheel. Come out towards the pit exit line, and then you are about a car's width away from the white line. You're going to late apex it, feathering the throttle all the way through, and then quite early you need to be full throttle. You need to be fully committed and hope that you don't understeer too wide. Keep 2 wheels on the circuit and you won't get a 1x, but the earlier you get on the throttle, the prime overtaking opportunity, the main overtaking opportunity I should say, is here. It's this massive long straight. Slip steering will be strong, and it's right into a tight hairpin. The 100-meter board is your braking zone. Don't worry, there's a white line on the grass which is easier to spot. Hard on the brakes from 5th down into 1st gear. Use the curb to open up the corner a little more. Avoid the inside curb. Don't hit that curb because it will unsettle the car. You get a much better exit if you avoid it. You can use a little bit of the track on the exit. That's not a problem. And now you want to stay on the left-hand side. You've got a fast right-left chicane coming up, which you're going to take in 4th gear. Use all the curb on the left to open it up. Quick lift off. Feathering the throttle. It's really easy to get a 1x on that left-hand side, so do not cut the left-hand side curb. It's 2.5 second slowdown. Next braking zone, a tricky tight left-hander. End of the curb, 4th, down to 1st gear eventually. Now this corner lures you into a false sense of security, and it makes you want to accelerate earlier than you need to. So make sure that you accelerate at the right point. You can use a little bit of curb on the exit, and you don't need to use the left-hand side curb on the exit. Go up through the gears, keep your car on the left. We've got another fast right-left chicane. This one's a little bit trickier. Lift off, 4th gear, hit that curb, and we have a second lift off there to stop ourselves from understeering onto the right-hand side, because you want to be on the left-hand side of the circuit. The braking zone is as the grass appears. Hard on the brakes from 4th down to 1st gear. It's another hairpin. Get straight back on the power in 1st. Use all the track on the exit. Use the extra runoff. Keep 2 wheels on the red and white curbs, and you won't get a 1x, but using that extra runoff will give you more speed on the exit, heading down towards our final braking zone of the circuit. We'll do this in slow motion because it's another tricky one. 100-meter board is nice and easy. 4th, down to 1st gear, braking in a straight line. Careful of the car. The weight transfer is insane in this thing, but it makes it fun. Get straight back on that throttle at the apex point. You're going to reach 2nd gear and come right out to the left-hand side. Reach 2nd gear, and then you're going to feather the throttle through this chicane. It's so violent through here, and the smoothest line that you can find is the winner. And don't forget to use the extra bit of track on the exit. I think a lot of people are going to get caught out there, and we'll do it again here as we go on for our fast lap. Use that bit of extra curb on the exit. You don't get a 1x as long as you keep 2 wheels on the white curbs, not the red and white ones, the white ones, so you can use a little bit of extra flow through there. 4th gear, flat out for the left-hander. Hold it tight to the left, green triangle. Hard on the brakes, down to 3rd. Pit exit line, start turning in, and now start smoothly applying the throttle, aiming for this green curve on the inside, and then you can slowly drift out to the exit. The less steering input you can put in there, the less speed you'll scrub off as you're carrying the corner speed through there. If you start putting in more steering angle to try and stop the understeer, not only will it make it worse, but you'll scrub off all your speed, so be careful of that. You need to be smooth. 100-meter board, hard on the brakes, down to 1st gear. Avoid the inside curve. Get straight back on that power at the apex point. No smoothness needed there. Straight back on the power up into 2nd. Keep your car on the left-hand side. You're going to reach 4th gear, and then you're going to bring your car over the curb on the left to open up this right-hander, and then you're going to lift off. Straight back on the power. Don't cut the left-hand side too much. Careful of the rear end. Red and white curbing ends. Hard on the brakes. 4th, down to 2nd, down to 1st, late apex, start accelerating smoothly. Use a bit of the curb on the exit as you go up into 2nd. Don't cut that one too much. Up into 3rd, and now you're on the next straight. Keep it on the left-hand side. We're going to lift off again for this chicane in 4th gear. Here it is, 4th gear. We're going to lift at the white line. get it chucked in, start accelerating. We had another lift to stop ourselves from understeering, start accelerating, get over to the left, brake, down to first gear, turn it in, apex point, smoothly apply the power on this one. It gets a little bit unstable, and then away you go. Keep it on the left-hand side, all the way down this straight, and then you got that. All you got to think about now is your one last hairpin and your tricky bumpy chicane, which is going to be very unpredictable. Hard on the brakes, 100-meter board down to first, accelerate from the apex point out to the left-hand side up into second gear, mount the first, mount the second curb, right out to the right-hand side and across the line. It's a short run to the line. Any moves made there on the final lap will be suicide and probably very frustrating. As usual, that is pretty much it from me. I'm going to leave you with this offboard lap. Let's go through some overtaking opportunities. I had some comments saying that they liked that last time. I can't see many people racing into turn 1 unless people made a mistake in that final chicane. People might send it here around the outside or the inside if you open it up too much. But holding it around the outside is a little bit tricky unless the car is a lot slower than you on the inside, because your car's going to get a little bit unstable. However, if you can stay tucked in behind, you've got a long straight to slipstream that car and overtake into the next hairpin, regardless of whether they defend or not. Keep an eye out for people making more than one move here. I know it's illegal, but people will do it. If you want to defend, you can. If you want to send, you can. You can probably pass people around the outside here if you're brave enough, but the inside will be the preferred line. Get the better exit. If you can get the switch back, you might race them into this chicane. If you have the inside line into this fast right-left chicane, you will win. If the left-hand side guy turns in, they will likely spin, unless they turn into your front and then you'll spin. I can't see many people racing through here, to be honest, unless they're extremely respectful. Might see some sends here down the inside, because the line is to really open it up and late apex it, which gives people an overtaking opportunity if they're close enough. So that, for me, would be the second main overtaking opportunity. The first one was pretty much low risk, because it seems obvious. The one into the first hairpin, that one is medium risk, I'd say. It's definitely possible. Probably won't see overtakes into this chicane, same as the one before. It's going to be tricky, can be done, but tricky and high risk. If you can get the exit set up, then you might be able to send it into this corner, which I would say, again, is a medium risk overtaking zone. It will create the opportunity to race side by side on the exit, though. If you make an overtaking opportunity there. So if you are on the inside now, you will likely come out on top. I would assume people are going to send it here, to be honest. It's not going to be easy to race side by side on the exit, because this final chicane, if you're going to go side by side through here, you're going to die. As usual, that's pretty much it from me. So if I don't see you on track this week, I'll see you next week for the next video here on The Racing Line. Peace!